Hello, students. Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So, dear students, this is another exciting episode that we have. And in this session, I'd like us to look at an area under writing, and that is how to write argumentative essay. So, in this session, we are going to first of all start by looking at what argumentative essays are. Then we will proceed to looking at the structure of an argumentative essay. And when I talk about structure, I am talking about, or I'm referring to the various components that we have in argumentative essay. Things like the uh, title, introduction, the body, and conclusion. So by the end of this session, dear students, you should be able to define or describe what an argumentative essay is. And again, you should also have all the components of an argumentative essay, that is to help you come up with a good argumentative essay, that is a good body paragraphs. Then lastly, you should also be in a position to write, a conclusion, a good conclusion for an argumentative essay. So to begin with, dear students, the argumentative essay or an argumentative essay is a genre of writing that requires the student to investigate a topic, collect, generate, and evaluate evidence, and establish a position on the topic in a concise manner. So these are topics that one is given. Then they are expected to do an extensive research on the topic, collect, generate, and try to evaluate evidence. And remember, when doing this, you have to give reasons and examples, that is to support your argument. So just to maybe make it simple to understand, in life, for instance, there are issues such as abortion, alcoholism, or sometimes sex or promiscuity that require one to form an opinion. And for one to win others over to his side, he needs to argue out or form an argument to persuade others to his side. So an argumentative essay, dear students, is therefore meant to persuade other people or woo them to be part of a certain belief or opinion. So we can also call it a persuasive essay, because the aim here, the main aim here is to persuade other people, either to that is to support a given belief or opinion. So argumentative essay assignments generally call for an extensive research of literature or previously published materials. So they are arguments that can that can continue. They can, go on and on with each and every person giving their own opinion to persuade others. So let us move to the structure of an argumentative essay, and we will start by looking at the title. So there is nothing much. There is, no much information is provided under the title. But just like in speech writing, an argumentative essay should carry a title that summarizes, its argument. That is, the title must be a summary of the argument or the assignment, the argumentative assignment that you are given. So the next, component under the structure, we have introduction. So dear students, the introduction of an argumentative essay should appeal to the emotions of the reader. And this means that the tone should be sincere, because it is important for the reader to trust what you're saying without a doubt. So then after the introduction, we have the body. So it is under the body that we are required to now provide, you know, very many details. We are supposed to give detailed information. So this is where we now give reasons, examples, you know, we illustrate, and so on. That is to build the body paragraphs. So under the body, as the next component of an argumentative essay, we are made to understand that in the body, we only need to emphasize, you know, the appeal, our appeal to reason rather than feelings. So it is not all about feelings. So when writing an argumentative essay, or if you want to, you know, persuade other people over to your side, ensure that you employ as much reason as possible rather than feelings. So apart from that, also, you know, give specific facts, examples, and ideas that are logical. So you must ensure that some of the facts, examples, and ideas, and even reasons that you are giving are logical. Remember, this is to persuade someone. So if they aren't logical, then there is no possible way that you will win the argument. Then again, under the body, list advantages and the disadvantages of whatever the argument is about. Either when you're arguing in favor of you know, the topic, or against the topic. You are also required to include statistics if possible. So if maybe we were to talk about you know, a percentage, a given percentage of people living with HIV and AIDS, for example, if it is 70% statistically, then you can use that to also support your argument. Then again, do not exaggerate facts. For example, by over generalization, like you know, saying all men are, or all women are faithful, for instance. So that is an overgeneralization of a fact. Like not all will be faithful in that you know, context. So again, when developing the body paragraph, be prepared to make concessions or compromises if the opposite side has valid points. For example, you can say that we acknowledge the fact that politics favors the rich, but revolutions do not solve blah blah blah. So ensure that, you know, in your argument you make concessions or compromises if the opposite side has you know, a point that is very valid and you know, proves tough to dispute. So another thing is that refer to authority and give references to support your arguments, so that it doesn't look like you are the only one advocating for something. So if you are supporting maybe night clubbing, for example, ensure that you refer authority and you give reference to support your arguments, so that it doesn't look like you are the only one in an entire village that likes night clubbing. That is just an example, mere example. So the next thing that you're supposed to do under the body is that organize your points from the least to the most important. So this will help you gain momentum, and it will also you know, help you catch the attention of the reader, as they will want to know more and more important points that you have. So then when concluding your essay, uh, remember that a good conclusion restates in a memorable way what the argument is about. So here are some you know, argumentative essay topics that are most common in our scripts. So we have this you know, argument that social media's impact, that is whether the impact of you know, social media has been positive or negative on relationships. There is also, you know, a topic of lowering the voting age. That is should the voting age be lowered? So there are also topics like legalizing marijuana, that is the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages of legalizing it. We can have a topic to do with the effectiveness of standards testing. Then we can also have a topic to do with cyberbullying. I mean, these are topics that are very common in our day-to-day conversations. Then we can also talk about free college education debate, importance of financial literacy, and even technology in education. So those are some of the topics that are very common when it comes to assignments to do with argumentative essays. So, for instance, if you want to argue in favor of, that is, in favor of the topic that technology has, improved level of education, you can use the online class that we are having right now to illustrate that. That is giving a valid point with a very strong illustration that will support the argument. So dear students, that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you for staying tuned till the end, and remember to always keep it easy, Limo. Until next time, bye.